Hi guys, so today is Vintage Style Sunday, the Pinup Style Evolution, and today I have Lillian Vance, the extraordinaire. But for those of you who are just meeting her, Miss Lillian Vance. So, I came across her, I'm not gonna lie, I came across her when I ran up to one of my favorite Instagrammers named Team Sparkle. So I ran up to Team Sparkle and I was like, hello, it's so nice to meet you, I'm the biggest fan in the world. And Lillian was there. And so I got to meet her and admire her skirts, which by the way, she makes some pretty amazing skirts, if I do say so myself. So, she's fabulous, she's wonderful, she's amazing, I love her outfits, I love her design, I love her fierceness, I love her determination. So let's get into her video. Now before we continue on, we had a hard time getting this video sent to me, so the quality kind of went down because she did shoot it in 4K. However, for some reason it looks like this and I can't fix it. But you get the idea, she's beautiful, she's fabulous. Now listen to her story. Alright, to the important part, let's go!
Hi, I'm Miss Lillian Vance. Miss Semi-Sweet asked me to talk to you guys today about my style evolution. I think it's only fitting that we start at the very beginning, which is when I was about 4 or 5. I would often watch I Love Lucy with my mom, and watching I Love Lucy really influenced my desire to start dressing this way because I loved Lucy's costumes, I loved her hair, the music that they played, everything about the show. And so growing up, I knew a part of me wanted to dress that way, but I really didn't know where to start. I would often go on Google and type in pinup clothes, vintage clothes, and I would get a very broad result, which wasn't very helpful. My senior year of high school, my aunt Team Sparkle messaged me. She's Team Sparkle on Instagram. She messaged me and asked me if I wanted to go with her to a yard sale that was at the Pasadena Convention Center. I didn't really know what to expect of the yard sale. I was just going mainly to hang out with my aunt. But as soon as I got there, I realized that there were so many other ladies out there who were interested in what I was looking for. In line, I met Jen and Christine Giese. We talked all night. We ended up exchanging numbers. And within a few weeks, we started actually hanging out and becoming really good friends. Through Jen and Christine, I ended up meeting plenty of other wonderful ladies. And I feel like within this community, when you meet one person, you end up meeting about 20 others. About 6 months after the yard sale, I made another purchase, which was through pinupgirlclothing.com. And I purchased their pink parasol skirt from their Mary Blair collection. And after that, it was kind of just one order after another. I eventually was replacing my modern wardrobe with pieces that I felt truly comfortable in, either vintage or vintage reproduction. The outfit that I got from the Pinup Girl yard sale was the warm cabana skirt with a white Lauren top. When I went, I really didn't know what sizes to get, so I just went with a size that I would get at a regular store. It ends up that the vintage and vintage reproduction size charts are slightly different than the modern size chart. So if you are someone who is interested in making this change and having more vintage pieces in your wardrobe, I would suggest that you have your measurements taken if you're going to purchase online, or if you're capable of walking into a store. Like if you live here in Southern California, there are plenty. There's the Pinup Girl Boutique, there's Unique Vintage Boutique, then there's Old Town Orange. There are plenty of places here in Southern California to actually walk in and try on vintage clothes to see what fits you. Along with the clothes comes a really amazing lifestyle. There are plenty of vintage pinup rockabilly events going on throughout the year, especially here on the West Coast. There is the Viva Las Vegas event that happens every April or March in Las Vegas at the Orleans Hotel. There's Tiki Oasis, which happens in San Diego every year around the end of summer. There's a huge group of people who are interested in the vintage lifestyle who often go to Disneyland, which is one reason why I'm there a lot. There are plenty of bands that actually perform here in Southern California. There's the Clifton's Bar in downtown LA, and they have rockabilly bands playing every so often. About every other month they have a big band playing upstairs on their 3rd floor. There is Dawn the Beachcombers, which is a tiki-style bar which tends to have rockabilly bands playing every so often. I went to the Pinup Girl yard sale towards the end of my senior year of high school, but it was actually really hard to start dressing that way because everyone who knew me in high school knew me as someone who wore jeans and a t-shirt, so it was really weird to see me suddenly wearing dresses. It wasn't until I went to college and had a clean slate, didn't know anyone, that I actually started dressing this way. Daily, however, I don't wear dresses every day. I actually wear jeans and a t-shirt, which is pretty ironic. But my jeans are from Bad Girl Denim. They are designed by Michelin Pitt and made here in California. They are by far my favorite jeans because they are comfortable and they are the type that can be either dressed up or down. Daily, I wear them with a really cute vintage t-shirt or blouse, and then when I want to dress them up, I put on a really nice blouse. And then on other days when I'm going out with friends, I wear dresses. I tend to get a little bit more dolled up. I know a few ladies who actually curl their hair every night, and while I would love to do that, I'm quite honestly a lazy person. So I just pin it back. Really not much work. It's actually kind of ironic because my whole life I was going after an authentic look. I really admire the curled hair, the extravagant dresses, but daily, that's not me. As someone who's struggled with getting into this lifestyle, I would like to say that if you're looking for somewhere to start clothing-wise, I would suggest uniquevintage.com. They have a boutique in Burbank, and if you live in Southern California, I suggest going to their boutique because it's a lot easier to try on clothes than guessing what size you are. But if you are incapable of doing that, go to their website, start browsing. They have very affordable pinup clothes, which helped me actually start my wardrobe. I've shopped there plenty of time, and I love the quality and the consistency that they have. Then there are plenty of websites to choose from. I think the best keywords to use on Google are vintage clothing companies, pinup clothing companies, pinup girl clothing, unique vintage, and once you start there, you'll end up finding yourself browsing through plenty of sites. If you're on Facebook, there's a group called Ooh La La Vintage Swap and Sale, and that group is meant to solely sell vintage clothes. They're actually pretty strict on not allowing clothes later than 1965 to be sold in their group. Another contributing factor to me loving this lifestyle is the music that goes along with it. Once I was starting to convert my wardrobe, I also started to convert my music. And while I do listen to a lot of modern music today, I love to come home and listen to my records. I found this record at a Goodwill. It has Artie Shaw and Glenn Miller. I have Ricky Nelson. I love Ricky Nelson because he has a song called Hello Mary Lou, and my grandmother's name was Mary Lou. I have Patsy Cline. I love Patsy Cline because my mom, she would often listen to Patsy Cline in the car, and there was actually a road trip where that's all we listened to, and so my sister and I memorized the entire album. And then there's Frank Sinatra, and you can't go wrong with Frank Sinatra. Thank you for having me today. I really enjoyed talking to you guys about my vintage style evolution, and I hope you all have a great day.
We all